Hello everyone, Satorn here, taking a look at Wiki 3's new beta branch version 1.2.0 and the top 5 UI changes that it brings. So let's get into it. The first big UI changes is underneath your market and trade routes. It's really cool now that you get a lot more information here right from the beginning. You can actually see how much convoys are being used per trade route and the productivity and revenue right from the front screen. There's also a filtering here that you can do now by goods. So it's got kind of like the old way of looking at things, as well as by country, which is very nice. And you can actually get your embargo or trade agreement here. You can see, who's willing and stuff. So that's pretty nice. You can also then, which I think is probably the best part of this, is you can filter by all, which, again, will show everything, or only yours. So now you can see only the trade routes where you have control, and you can cancel them right from here. There's also another section for highlights, which I think is really good. It used to come down in the bottom here and show you, monthly what the prices are. You can actually go here now and you can see it in case you missed it. The next major UI change I think is great. This is for production methods. You can see here it makes it much simpler. Looking at the hand sewn clothes just at the buttons here rather than having to look at the tooltips, you can see 40 fabric turns into 45 clothes for 4,500 laborers. Or now when you go to dye workshops, it'll be 40 fabric plus an additional 5 dye will now give you 60 clothes. You'll have 4,000 laborers, and the 500 will switch over to machinists. So I just think overall a much better way to show this. Under the technology tree, we got a new addition of an actual queue, which is really nice. When you go here, you can see these buttons. You can click on them, and you can queue up multiple text, which is really, really nice. So this is huge, and then you can actually cancel them out. So I think this is a much needed addition. Probably should have been with the, when the game released. The population screen also got some changes, and remember, there's going to be some bugs, so this is beta. I can see that there's a budget dividend here, but what's really nice here is you can click down below on the needs, and you can see per strata, which is really nice. You can see your lower, middle, and upper strata, and the goods here, that they're looking for, the prices that they're paying. It's a little bit better than hovering over here, right? To have to do this twice and trying to break it down. So it's a nicer way of going for that, as well as the detailed list definitely has more information. If you click here, you can even see all that same information here as well. And, radicals and loyalists, I think they had that before, but there's definitely a lot more information that's available, which again is always great. The outliner also got some nice changes, but I think this is more of an honorable mention. I really think some of the mods that people have created are better, but you can see here there's at least more details you can do. Like, for example, the market, you can now get staple goods or luxury goods if you care about these, and if you really want to just have one of them favorited for fabric and stuff like that. So you definitely can detail it, but eventually your outliner is going to get so big it's going to be a real pain to kind of manage. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good, but I'd rather see more of a condensed view that some of the mods already provide. A few things that I still think are missing or need a little bit more is infrastructure. You can see here by color, I guess it's kind of giving you an idea of infrastructure. But let's say we wanted to build these coal mines, right? And so we start banging these out, and you can see we have plus 12 infrastructure. I don't know what negative I'm going to have here for this given area. So it's useful to a point, saying that you have plus 12, but I have no idea how much infrastructure each coal mine is going to take, and I'm not sure how it's reducing it. So I feel like that's something that's being missed here. And another one that's driving me crazy, which I really wish was available, and if you do know if it is, if you guys find it somewhere, put it down in the comments below. Combat width. Still don't see combat width anywhere, which is huge for war and military and knowing what to do and how to push your troops. I have that in another video. Still not getting that information, I think, is really hurting the game. If you'd like for me to break down more of Beta Branch 1.2.0, put it down in the comments below. Hit that like, subscribe, notification button. It's free. And as always,
for the swarm.